right, guys. Before I get to this next story, which is a banger, be sure to give the video a like. Shit, give us a like, thumbs up. So, like the video, it helps us out in the algorithm. Don't cost you a thing. So, Kshama Sawant, um, she was at a worker strike back event um last month, and she does the damn thing. Like Kshama Sawant practices what she preach. She don't be online like some of these leftists and think they know everything, and just how some of these leftists is, man, online. They just read theory and they think that's enough. Like, there ain't nothing wrong with reading theory. Like, I read a little bit theory. Maybe I need to read a little bit more. I don't consider myself a left communist. I don't consider myself all that, but I think reading and educating yourself is an important key part of knowing what the fuck you talking about. Because sometimes, if nobody want to debate me because I'm still new to this shit. But let's say if I have to debate with someone, maybe some from Marx or Lenin or somebody like that. It could be very useful, for that debate or something like that. So, yeah, man. Shout out to Chummerson once. She does the damn thing. She's always working. Um, so yeah, here she go. I'm not gonna play the whole thing because it's 51 minutes long with her speaking truth bombs, but yeah, here we go.
And watching over live stream are telling themselves present crisis. The revolt of working people against capitalism is fundamental bankrupt capitalism and its representatives. The cost of living crisis, the skyrocketing rents, the undermining of the public services working people rely on, the death of the American dream
Coming back on what Shama so once said, like she's right. Like, um, capitalism is the reason for your problems. Like late stage capitalism, as they call it. Like, it's not a trans person. It's not immigrants. Like, those people are just trying to fucking survive. Like, they're not the reason why your job isn't paying you a thriving wage, as JB Font says, or a living wage, what everybody else say. They're not the reason why you can't pay your rent, or your rent takes almost your whole paycheck and then you're left with nothing. That's not the reason why, you guys. Um, like, it's capitalism, man. Like, look what Elon fucking them doing. Like, they are looting the fucking treasury, bro. So yeah, let me get back to this. Uh,
their wealth by $542 billion, each $1 trillion in wealth. Does not mean working people are giving Trump permission to run roughshod over them either.
anyway, I'm gonna go back to see what Shummerson once said, man. Uh, all right, start here.
Working people over to a fight back. Because we have seen that on issue after issue, whether it is raising the minimum wage or taxing the rich or Medicare for all or ending the genocide in Gaza, American working people are more progressive than ever before.
Yep.
Some of the states that voted for Trump last year also passed ballot initiatives for a $15 minimum wage, paid sick leave, union support, and abortion rights. And a recent poll confirms that there is not majority support for the bulk of Trump's anti worker agenda and the pet projects of the Republican Party. A majority opposed Trump's brutal attacks on federal employees.
But I don't understand. It's like, if most of his base support that stuff, then you think they'll know that he's anti, like, all that stuff. But what she just said. So yeah, like, that always confuses me. Like, see, Trump pretends to be a populist. Like, He'll call out Liz Cheney and Kamala Harris for being warmongers and all that shit. But at the end of the day, Trump's a warmonger too. And yeah, Trump is anti-worker just like Kamala Harris would be. Like both, neither one of them are fucking pro-worker. They don't give a fuck about the workers. Um, they both let homeless people. Um, they don't care about the homeless. They don't care about the veterans. Even though Biden claimed to be. He always say during his speeches, God bless the troops. But yeah, bro, like those troops become veterans and they get rejected. Like they get thrown away like they're pieces of trash. So yeah, like both of these parties is no good for the worker. Like let it continue.
A majority of Americans are vehemently opposed to Trump's plan to permanently extend his 2017 tax cut for the rich, tax cuts that Biden continued. Large majorities oppose eliminating the repayment plan.
Like how different is the Democrats from the Republicans? Like Obama kept Bush tax cuts in place and Biden kept Trump's tax cuts in place. Like how are they different? Like man, you can't have a liberal or conservative argue with you, like acting like they both different. Like, bro, they the same. It's just they just one side puts culture war bullshit on you, and the other side, you know, um, think all Republicans are fucking MAGA or fucking white supremacists, which they're not. Like a lot of these people are just regular people. They just been misinformed. But let me continue.
Plan that helps student loan borrowers and funding cuts for federal student loans and grants. Over 80% opposed cuts to the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP, commonly known as food stamps, and a whopping 90% of Americans are against cuts to Medicare and Medicaid.
Yep. Yep.
Trump's own approval ratings, while higher in the past, are basically breaking even. About an equal number approve and disapprove. And this is during his so-called honeymoon period. These approval ratings have nowhere to go but down. But we should not expect that it will happen overnight. We should not be complacent. And in the meantime, Trump and the billionaires are going for broke. They want to do maximum damage at this moment before a serious opposition to their assault develops and before the real impacts of the damage they're doing becomes clear. The main success of this billionaire in the White House has been tapping into the widespread anger at the establishment. And in this, he's been handed a humongous gift by the rotten Democratic Party and its endless betrayals of working people, which allowed him to get re-elected after he left office as the most unpopular president in modern American history. The huge irony is that Trump is the one capitalizing on working class anger, and the anger that is actually at billionaires and the rich, and the very same class that Trump himself belongs to and represents. Politicians and the corporate media were stunned by the show of support on social media for Luigi Mangione, the
Yeah.
man accused of
Luigi.
killing United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson last year. They were even more shocked when polling showed that this was not some fringe phenomenon.
Yeah, and this is why they stopped showing Luigi Mangione on the news. Like to get his news, like you have to really dig deep to find any news, any updates on him because they realize that holy shit, these people actually like him. What he did, allegedly did. Um, like yeah, people are fed up, and they know that people are fed up. They know, they know that people are fed up. No, but the thing is about it is like let's put more cultural bullshit into the news. So yeah, to get us divided. Cause think about it, the people that watch that shit versus the people that don't watch that shit, we have more in common with each other than a billionaire. Like we don't have nothing in common with a billionaire. So yeah, that'll continue.
But a strong majority sentiment, nearly 70%. This anger represents a historic opening to fight for fundamental change if it can be redirected into a working class movement. Killing individual CEOs is no solution. Thompson has already been replaced with another blood-sucking executive. And if such killings were to continue, they would be used as a pretext to attack workers and increase the powers of the police. Instead, we need to build powerful mass movements of the millions against the billionaires. And it's
Yeah, I get it. Like a lot of people, saying, Luigi going rogue like that is not the solution. They're not wrong. They're not wrong at all. But I let it continue.
through only it's only through working class power that we can win a different kind of society. Our goal must be to both fight for radical change in the present and to bring down the billionaires and their system, capitalism. Unfortunately, alongside the fury of working people, the most prominent feature of this political moment is the near total vacuum of clear leadership on the left and in the labor movement. There is a profound shortage of leaders prepared to break with the political parties of the rich. We've seen betrayals one after another of these so-called progressives. Bernie Sanders, AOC and the Squad, and progressive labor leaders like Sean Fain.
Check this.
Yeah, I know what. No, Bree had Jamal Bowman on. I'm gonna cover that next because Jamal Bowman is just a pain in the ass. Like that dude is just so. Yeah, but that's why his ass is not in the Congress anymore. But you know what he said? Like he basically said, long story short, about forced to vote. Like, you know, it wouldn't work. Like, duh, like we knew that you weren't gonna get Medicare for all. Then Jamal, it's about fucking like leverage, like gaining leverage on it, because people want it. The American people want it. Just the problem is that it's the health insurance lobby that's don't want the Congress to pass it. So yeah, man, I gotta skip this ad right quick. Give me a second. Uh,
This out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car. Okay, you ready? All right.
Both Bernie and AOC played a central role in bringing Trump to power. They uncritically supported Biden and then rushed to endorse Harris. They abandoned Medicare for all. They abandoned the fight for a $15 minimum wage. They could have organized mass rallies on either of those demands and put massive pressure on both parties and built.
could have forced the vote, and then once you did that, once they supposedly put the bill on the floor for a vote, then you could have built momentum out of it. Did press conferences, did fucking rallies, like she said, like could have built momentum, but no. The only thing they fight for is a committee seat, and also they got played and lost two of their squad members. So yeah, I don't feel sorry for them, especially
A new
Jamal.
party in the process. Instead, they put a premium on their peaceful relations with the elite, squandered a historic opportunity, and carried out a historic betrayal. There is a meme going around of Bernie Sanders' action figure that has a stamp on it saying sold out. I'm not
Sold
sure
out.
if there's one for AOC. In any case, that meme is the epitaph of the Bernie movement. Sadly, it was a predictable ending. I like
Yeah, like even like Bernie had so many fucking people behind him. Like that one thing that drive me crazy. Like Shamsa went to Bernie at the time. I'm pretty sure Chris Hedges did. I did. Other people I know did. Like he had a movement, and he sold out to the demo dummies because I think I still like this is my suspension. Like allegedly, I think they got a P tape on Bernie. Like Bernie said something he shouldn't have said, or he did something he should have did. Like they got something hanging over his head. Him and that fake ass, he copping our workers strike back basically. Like fight the oligarchy, no fight the oligarchy. Bernie Sanders. Oh God.
many of you was part of Sanders' movement, and we were correct to be because millions were coming together, but some of us did so with our eyes open. From the beginning, Myself and the socialists who are part of revolutionary workers today noted the fundamental mistake of funneling people into the Democratic Party. We warned about the deviant nature of this strategy of a political revolution against the billionaire class from inside a party that is owned lock, stock, and barrel by that same billionaire class.
Yep.
The most recent stunt by Bernie Sanders, this so called tour against the oligarchs, is also telling. Even at this moment, Sanders is trying to redirect people back towards the Democratic Party. One of his three central planks is reform the party. Reform the party? Seriously? This this party.
Reform the party. Oh my god, yeah, that's what he going around trying to do. Like his tour, I guess. Like, yeah, bro. Like the same party. Like that's crazy. Bernie is such a damn simple man. He a simp, man. Like they don't want you to win. They don't like you, Bernie. Hillary Clinton blamed you for the reason why she lost, and your ass still campaigned for her. Like Bernie, come on, man, wake up, bro. Like, I mean, you're lost cause. Like, I don't, I'm not studying you no more. But god damn, man, reform the Democratic Party. How is that possible, Bernie? How can you reform something that's meant to work the way it's supposed to work? They're meant the way to work the way it's meant to work, Bernie. You can't reform it, bro. You gotta dismantle it, or get another party that's not bought by billionaires. How about that? Like the Green Party or PSL. Like those parties ain't perfect either. Like you can find flaws in every fucking party, but the Democratic Party, yeah, the same party that's want to continue this war with Ukraine and Russia, yeah, that's you can't reform that. That's it's going, Bernie. It's going in the abyss.
That has stabbed us all in the back 1,000 times over? I don't think
Yep.
so. Our job is to burn the Democratic Party to the ground. To destroy any remaining illusions in it, in any idea that it represents workers or oppressed people. We need a new mass party for the working class and the oppressed. The organizations here, like Workers Strike Back, the Green Party, and all of us, we have an important role to play in that process. But that will not happen so long as lesser evilism rules the day and until the utterly failed strategy of voting for one billionaire party so that another billionaire party can win is abandoned. We need to build an organized, unified movement of working people to systematically take on the rich who run society and undermine their ability to rule.
Yep. That's true. Facts.
We have a lot of wind at our backs. There is a major opening for working class politics. But we also have real obstacles. We face the absolute disaster that the left and labor leadership have become, and along with that, all misleaders. So we need to return to the basics, and we need to get something straight. First, this system does not belong to us. Capitalism is a system of rule by the rich and solely for the rich.
I mean it right there, but yeah, watch the rest of it yourself, guys. It's on the Chris Hedges report on YouTube. Kshama Sawant will never vote against the ruling class. Kshama Sawant, man, she Kshama Sawant, man, like she could be a leader of an organization or a movement, man. Like I think Kshama Sawant she got the perfect balance of everything. She's lovable, she's likable, lovable too. And she has that, she know when to really go in on these motherfucking oligarchs, man. Because like for real, man, like we have to start our own movement. Like the government, the gist of that speech was the government is not gonna come and save you. You got a guy that's supposed to have a movement behind him. He abandoned his own people, and yeah, and you have a party that doesn't give a shit about you. So yeah, guys, that's why I always keep preaching. Like I gotta start doing action too. but we gotta form our own shit. We gotta, you know, yeah, we gotta build our own movements, man. Cause the government not gonna try to save us.